Well, the high school football season gets underway in our area in less than 3 weeks. Can you believe it? The players have already been out there in this nasty heat for weeks, conditioning and practicing. And there's a Red River High School player who went through some pretty bad stuff earlier this year. But he's back out there on the gridiron with a helmet full of the good stuff. This is my kind of football in the dead of summer, sitting on a couch, tossing the ball with Buddy the dog in the living room. But come Friday night, starting in August,
usually about the 50-yard line, the top of the bleacher.
The Thomases give up the AC and the couch cushions for the hardwood bleachers at Red River High. Last year, their then freshman son, Timothy Thomas, was only on the field but for a few plays all season long. Those moments, so limited, they were captured by his proud parents in just a couple of cell phone pics. Now a sophomore, Timothy is hoping to work his way into a whole slew of action photos.
I can't give up when it gets tough. I gotta show everybody I can still play.
All new pictures to replace one of the last ones taken of him as a freshman this past spring.
When you're planning for kids and them growing up, I mean, this isn't something that's on your list.
And when you have kids or you hear stories like this, you think, thank God that's not my child.
You tell your story, and then Tim's going to be able to tell his story, and I think it'll one up most stories that are going to be told.
Timothy's story practically began on a football field, following in the footsteps of his father, who played all the way through college, who now is perfectly fine just watching those workouts in this Louisiana summer heat.
It's just amazing that God let us see us through this and give him the ability to keep doing this.
What 15-year-old Timothy went through the last few months just to get back out here on this sizzling hot practice field is about as remarkable as the discovery itself.
He had the flu the week of Valentine's, and he finished his Tamiflu that Thursday and was complaining of double vision.
Blurred or double vision is a side effect, so concern remained mild until
I noticed his left eye wasn't tracking right with his right eye.
A trip to Timothy's regular doctor led to a trip to Shreveport optometrist Dr. Scott Taylor.
His vision was fine.
Perfect, in fact, with one eye closed, but with both open.
I can see like 2 people, 2 cars, 2 streets.
The unexplained double vision persisted.
We use this slit lamp, essentially a microscope, to look in the back of the eye, and that's where we can see the retina, the macula, the optic nerve.
And what Dr. Taylor saw was the first major clue to a real answer.
His optic nerves were swollen, and that's when we knew maybe we were dealing with something pretty serious here.
An MRI then revealed much more than Timothy or his parents could bear to hear or comprehend.
I get out to the truck and I pretty much lost it.
Randy was obviously stunned after seeing the image of a large tumor positioned right behind both of Timothy's eyes.
Before we knew it, the size of a tennis ball. I mean, right in the center of his brain.
Is it cancer? Am I going to lose my child? Is he going to die?
You go from being a typical parent, wondering if your kid's ever going to get off the couch,
I just felt my heart just sink to the floor,
to suddenly wondering if he'll live to see another birthday.
It was basically blocking the cerebral fluid from draining out of his brain into the spinal column. So he would have started showing some symptoms pretty soon the way we understand.
Within days, Timothy has surgery, and that tumor is removed.
That means that you're square right in the nose of it.
And within months, even without wearing his Red River Bulldog helmet,
the doctors assured us that he's healthy. He's got a titanium plate. His head's harder than it was before. So
He's truly a hard-headed teen now.
Yes.
Right?
Without a doubt. No worries at all.
it's a Friday night comeback that even surprised veteran high school football coach John Bachman.
And then they told me, well, no, the doctor says that when we get this fixed, we'll still be able to play football. Well, I'm trying to piece that together with my small mind.
A comeback that's barely made it out of the first quarter, with an entire game of life lessons to go.
Football's a stupid game. We're talking life. And, I'm not out here to do anything except teach these young men about the game of life. I use football to do it.
Ain't got time to relax.
Come on. Nobody quit. Look, yeah, we talk about championships and we talk about winning and we talk about all the things that are important because guess what? Those things are important. But they're not near as important as family and life.
I'm just thankful he's alive and that God saw him through this and is going to continue to see him through this.
The family has no idea what caused that tumor. So far, post-exams, everything checks out A-OK. Timothy now fighting for some playing time at center on the offensive line. And let me just say, my hat's off to those kids, helmets off too, and coaches for practicing in this horrible heat. I mean, 100 degrees, come on. Maybe the heat got to me earlier this week in Coushatta. Here's one for the blooper reel. I'm running those drills right along the kids when this happened. Take a look.
Good. I didn't see that tire.
Yeah, they were dragging those tires, and there was a tire behind me. I never saw it. Fell right into the donut of the tire. So now I don't have titanium, but ask my wife. She probably thinks I do. But now maybe I'll just wear a helmet. Start wearing this next time I go out and shoot.
Right.
Friday night football.
All right. Well, great story, and I'm glad he's better.